afternoon. So, we are going to learn two different songs that are called Hot Cross Buns and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So you've probably heard of these, and you probably, when you first started playing instruments, you probably also heard them. So they're pretty popular, and they're really easy and simple. So first things first, we are going to review our embouchure with our mouthpiece. Remember that our corners are firm. We have nice and stable lips, and then we blow the air through our lips to make the vibration. So let's just try. Just breathe in and just buzz on the mouthpiece. So we're going to breathe in. Yeah, so try it again. See if you can have your bottom lip in a little bit more. So good. So you actually matched pitch with me, so that's good. So our next step was going to be, I was going to play a note on the mouthpiece, and then I want you to try to match me. So it's okay if you don't get it right away. See if you can use your ear and determine whether or not you need to go up or down. So I'll play it first, and then I want you to match me. Yeah, try again. See if you can do it. That's okay. Let's try a lower note. So that one's a little bit higher. So try this one. Yeah, for the most part you got there. You're a little wobbly. So what I think will help, keeping your corners squeezed, and so that your bottom lip doesn't want to come out. So try it again. I'll play the note first. Yeah, so make sure that our lips are always wet as well, so that we have that constant vibration. So now you can put the mouthpiece back in the instrument. Okay, so which song would you like to learn first? Hot Cross Buns?
Hot Cross Buns.
Hot Cross Buns, alright, so that one's the easier one. So we only have 3 notes, and the notes are C, D, and E. Went out of order there. But, so, we are going to learn those notes first, the fingerings and everything, and then we'll be able to put the song together after a while. So yeah. So I am going to play just a C first, and then I want you to play it back, and then, yeah, so. Okay, so I'll play it first, and then I'll count you off, and I want you to come in, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, so let's do it again, but this time try not to scoop up into your note. See if you can hit it right on. So I'm going to keep playing. I'll give you 4 snaps, and then the 5th one you'll come in, okay? Yeah, that was really good. That was right on. So now our next note is D, which will be 1 and 3. Yep, just like that. I'll play it first. And then I want to see if you can do it on your own first. So I'll give you 4. 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, that's really good. Don't be afraid to blow air through the instrument, because it kind of sounds like you're a little reserved. So the instrument's not going to hurt you. So just let it flow through. So try your D again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you see how the tone sounded better there? Mm-hmm. So now our last note is an E. And it's going to be 1 and 2. Just like that. And it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, good. So I'm going to play that one more time, and then you come in while I'm playing. Okay? So also doing that to make sure that your airstream is steady. So a lot of the time when we play, like that's when we start the note and holding out the note are two different things. So we need to make sure that after we start our note that we keep our air pushing. We don't want to just like blow out air and then just stop. So, but that was really good. So your tone was steady and it wasn't shaky or anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now let's start learning the actual song. So the way it goes E, D, C, D. Oh, that's the wrong song. I'm so sorry. Hot Cross Buns goes E, D, C, rest, E, D, C, rest, rest, C, 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 D, 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 E, D, C. Okay? So we have rests in there, and I'll make sure I point those out so we don't have to play there. So I am going to play the first two phrases first, and then I want you to repeat after me. And so a fun thing to do, let's snap in the rests, or we can pat our leg. How about that?
Okay.
That'll be easier. So we'll go E, D, C, rest, rest. Yeah, so we'll do it in time. We'll go a little bit slower. So I'll play it first, and I want you to repeat. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Okay? So I'll play it with you this time, and then I'll have you play it afterwards. So, ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest. Rest. Okay, so now I'm going to change it back to snaps because I think that'll help us not lose time in between each time we do it. So we're going to switch to snaps, and that way we can just keep our hand right next to our valves. So let's do it again. So 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. Yeah, that was better that time. So the next part goes C, 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 D, 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 E, D, C. So let's just do just the C and D there, where we'll have 4 quarter notes of each. So
Okay.
every time we tap our foot will be every time we play a note. Okay? So let's go. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, just stop after that. So make sure we don't speed up because we're going a little bit slower right before we put it all back together. So try not to push the tempo this time. So let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, so now let's do it again, and then we'll add on the E, D, C, okay? Ready, 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, that's okay. I messed you up a little bit. Okay? So let's do it again, starting on C. 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah. So can I hear you play that now? So starting from the C's to the end. Okay, so 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, so with our embouchure, we're not keeping our corners tight, so that's why it's happening like that. Remember with your lips, pretend like you're saying the letter M. Yeah, just like that. Okay, try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, let's get a steady first note first. Just play a C. Okay, now I want you to play a C and then stop, take the mouthpiece off, put it back on, play it again. Now I want you to do that 3 times, okay? Yeah, so we have to hit the note right on, so that doesn't count yet. It's 1, 2. Don't let your air die off. Yeah, do that one again. Sorry, I was talking. Yeah, okay? So that's what we need to think of every time we come in with our notes. So do it again. Start, play the song, the second half of the song. So starting the C's. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, and then same with the last note, it'll just be 2 beats.
2 beats. Okay.
And you corrected yourself there at the end where you played E, D, there was a big gap, but then between your D and your C, there wasn't as much of a gap. So to help with that, breathe after you have your 4 quarter note Ds. So we won't breathe in the middle of the phrase, we'll breathe at the end of it, okay? So let me play that first, what it sounds like. So our 3 half notes at the end are all connected. So, okay? So try it the C's again. 1, 2, ready, play. Yeah, okay. So, just one last thing there. Make sure you don't, even though it's the end of the song, make sure you don't let your air die off.
Okay.
So when we play, sometimes it's easy just to be like, and just pull the instrument off our face. So don't stop your sound with your tongue, but just stop blowing the air. But
Okay.
make sure it's all at once. So try again. Yeah, just like that. So every time we have like an end of a phrase there, or you have a rest afterwards, make sure your notes sound like that. So let's try to put the whole song together. So I'm going to play it once, and then we'll play it together, and then I want you to play it at the end. Okay? So I'll play it first. So, I don't know if you noticed there, but I made sure not to breathe in between our long notes, and then every time we had a rest, I still kind of like moved and like felt the beat. I didn't snap. So keep that in mind when we go through it this time, and let's see how it goes. Ready? So starting on E. So 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. So that was really good. Now, last step, I'm going to have you play it by yourself. Okay? So I'm just going to watch. So 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Yeah, that was really good, especially your ending there, because came to an end and you kind of like softened with your dynamic, with so like your loudness, but then you made sure not to let the quality of the sound die off. Okay, so taking what we know from that, let's move to Twinkle Twinkle, right? Okay, so Twinkle Twinkle has a little bit more, a couple more notes than Hot Cross Buns does. So we are going to be adding the notes F, G, and A. So F is first finger. I'll show you the fingerings first, and then we'll go through them. G is open. It's like a C, but your embouchure and your the space in between your lips is a little bit smaller, so that we play a higher note, even though we're playing the same fingering. and then an A, which is 1 and 2, which is the same thing about E, except for we're playing it a little bit higher. Okay?
Okay.
So let's play each one of those notes. So F. That was really good. Let's move to G.